Oh, look at this, Paul.
Yeah.
Yet another new environment that we're
Yeah.
in.
This
Yeah.
one's got that sort of red brick rustic look in it.
It's quite funky.
Trendy.
Trendy.
Bit like Selmore Tech.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
So, Paul, what words of wisdom have you got for us today?
So we're going to talk a little bit about sales planning, Nick.
Yeah.
In the olden days, we used to build these huge plans. You know, it might be 5 or 10 pages long, and I think the only people that ever looked at them, Nick, was the person that kind of wrote them, and they got put in the bottom drawer, and they were
Fell in love with their own bit of art.
They did, yeah, and it looked nice, and it was really good, but hardly got used because it was just too unwieldy, too big. So these days, we're much more in the favour of just setting up a 4-quadrant, 1-page plan, and put the real meat, the things that we have to do, on the plan. And the way we do it is, there's an old saying, Nick, that you're a favourite of, which is, what gets measured gets done.
Absolutely.
So what we do is, when we build sales plans with the companies we work with, we have what's happening this week, what's happening this month, what's happening this quarter, and what are we trying to achieve this year.
So I imagine that would I can see the process that would fit around that in terms of the regular review, planning each week, I imagine, quarterly review, etc.
That's right. So like this week, we sit down, we look at the CRM, we look at the sales pipe, we look at what we were trying to achieve this week, and obviously have a conversation about that. So we're having a conversation about meaty things. What did we say we were going to do? Did we do it? We look at if there's any changes in the upcoming month, any changes in the quarter, and generally in the annual plan. I mean, that doesn't change. They're our targets. Now, what we've found using this has liberated a lot of people involved in sales who spend an inordinate amount of time mucking around with the plan instead of implementing it. So I think just about everyone that's used it really likes it.
Cool. So on that note, if you want to get help with that and more, first step is our sales audit, Paul. Do that, and we'll give you a real good snapshot of where you're at, and some tools and tips like what Paul's talked about today that'll get you moving forward with your plan. So visit us, and you can book online at selmoretech.biz, and we'll catch you next week, eh?
Okay.